princess.
Welcome back to Dragon
She
Den,
ain't no
everybody.
princess. Oh, sorry.
Which I was actually looking up, like, what made the Joker in The Dark Knight such a memorable villain.
Yeah.
And like, there was a formula that they actually wrote down on what makes a villain a good villain.
Yeah.
And he met all the requirements.
Really?
Is that why?
Yeah.
Is it like for general like storytelling?
Yes. For general storytelling, it's like the villain has to stand out first of all. He has to be a legitimate threat to the
good villain or great villain?
Great villain. He has to be a legitimate. He or she has to be a legitimate threat to the protagonist and make the protagonist question their morals and decisions.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
And then the third one, I think, was like the villain has to believe that they're in the right. And as an audience member, we have to believe them as well.
Well, according to this, there's actually 15 points that make a great villain. You already go through them?
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about villains anyway, so might as well.
Motivation, number 1.
Wait, this is the first blood match.
It sure is. Get ready.
So why the rope breaks then?
Okay, take his place.
I win.
Oh wait, so really, what makes a great villain? Okay, here's the character checklist of what makes a great villain. He's convinced he's a good guy.
Which was kind of what that third point I said was.
He has many likable qualities.
I like his color scheme. Not the actual scheme that he does.
He's worthy enough to make your hero look good.
Okay, yeah. That's a Joker then.
You and your audience like when he's on stage.
Bill Cosby is on there.
Bill Cosby! The Roofies are coming out! Watch out! He's putting Roofies in the ink!
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, so we got that one. That you and your audience like when he's on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, he's clever and accomplished enough that people must lend him respect.
Ooh, yes. Actually, I do respect him.
He can't be a fool or a blumber.
Why?
It takes away from the credibility, that's why.
Oh.
He has many of the same characteristics as the hero, but they're misdirected.
Ah, yes.
Should be occasionally kind and not just for show.
Occasionally kind, I guess.
He can be merciless even to the innocent. Persuasive, will stop at nothing to get what he wants.
Okay.
Proud, deceitful, jealous, especially the hero, and vengeful.
But the Joker really wasn't vengeful, though.
Yeah, he just
Like,
did his own
a lot of
thing.
those are just being typical villains.
I think it's like, yeah, it's very.
That's like, because I said, like, I put it as a broad term, that's why, what makes a great villain.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, it gave me like some of the
Kinda hard.
broadest things. But yeah, certain villains, they have to have like...
No, I don't want to do that. We can end this episode really fast if I do that.
This will be the first blood match, right?
Yeah.
Man, he is so cornered. It's just hilarious. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find like more into like what makes good villains.
Villains.
Okay. Oh, here's some more things that people say. Must mean business.
Oh yeah, that's Joker.
Doesn't hide in the shadows.
That's Joker.
Stays consistent to their moral outlook or demeanor.
That's Joker.
How were there rope breaks in the first blood match?
Maintains absolute control of themselves and the environment.
That's Joker.
Provide an imminent physical threat to the hero. Joker again. Joker did
Joker,
that.
yeah, Joker is all the way.
Remains distinct.
My team sucks!
Not a faceless army.
That's Joker.
Have an underlying psychology that is consistent with their actions.
That's Joker.
have clear motivations and goals.
That's Joker.
Gets inside the hero's head. Wow, that's definitely
That's
the Joker.
obviously the
That's like-
Joker.
It's like you're just describing the Joker the whole time. That's pretty good.
Villains
though.
go beyond physical victory to earn psychological victory as well.
Baby Joker.
Well, he did do that to Harvey.
Yeah, okay. Joker then.
Like I said, I'm just reading what they say makes a great villain, and they put different examples. Like when they show us means business, they put Vader.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't hide in the shadows, Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Consistent with their moral outlook and demeanor, Zod. Absolute control is Bane. Imminent physical threat is Agent Smith. Remains distinct, Agent Smith 2.0. Underlying psychology that's consistent was Nero. Clear motivation, they put Khan. Gets inside the hero's head, they put Loki. And Joker was the last one. There you go. That's the traits that make a good, great villain.
The Joker was like... Oh, they got a drama. The Joker was like all of those.
That's why he's a great villain.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm gonna hang Edge out to dry for a little bit.
Get it.
Because I'm like, yeah, there's some like comic book villains who are good villains, but they're not like great villains. Like when you picture some superheroes, you gotta like, there's a certain villain that's always attached to them.
Yeah.
Flash is Reverse Flash.
Yep.
That's probably just because, like...
The concept of them are the
Yeah.
exact same. Because I was gonna pretty much bring up the entire Flash rogues as an entire whole, not a...
Not as a singular entity.
Yeah. Like, you could say Batman, you say Joker, you say Superman,
Lex Luthor.
Wonder Woman,
Cheetah.
Cheetah? Really?
Aquaman.
Black
That's
Manta.
him. Cheetah?
Yeah.
What do you mean Cheetah? Wait, what? Whoa,
Cheetah
whoa, whoa,
is
whoa,
the
whoa,
arch
whoa.
nemesis of Wonder Woman. Like,
How?
it's part of the earlier canon.
Oh.
She's also an Amazon, but she's cursed.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
But they don't really use her too much modern.
Yeah. that's
Well,
why
she's
I was
coming
like,
out in the second Wonder Woman movie.
She is?
Yeah.
Cheetah!
I said
I
she's.
wanna be Cheetah.
It's just like, I think because we grew up watching Super Friends, that's why we're like so tied to that. And like I was saying, like when you think of Star Wars, you can even say, you don't say the Emperor, you say Vader in the original trilogy.
Yeah, because what was the Emperor like in the original trilogy?
He was
I'm gonna bring out like all these people who criticize Snoke. That was the Emperor.
Yeah. He was just a name for the longest time.
He didn't do anything.
No, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was just a name. The Empire, and there's obviously an Emperor. The Empire against the Rebellion. Or the Rebellion against the Empire. There's no... Who's this Emperor? No one ever looked into that.
We didn't even find out there was an Emperor until
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back, when they showed that Planet of the Apes mask with a hood on it. Which, yes, go back. The original Emperor was a Planet of the Apes mask.
Yeah, it was, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I know some people are saying, "Oh no, it's terrible that they changed Empire like that. It's stupid. It's the only way to watch it's the original."
You're retarded.
No, I was like putting what's his name, Ian
Oh fuck! I forgot his last name.
as the rightful emperor and redubbing the entire dialogue fit the movie so much better. And it's like Empire was actually improved with some of the edits. Like, the views of Cloud City.
I guess... I don't know...
Empire is the best in terms of...
Everything, almost.
Was it you that I was talking to about... Wow, did I just go through his blog?
Yes. About?
About?
I was talking to you about how Empire... Like, they just can't... They haven't found a way to screw that movie up.
No, it's like... In terms of Star Wars movies, Empire is the best movie. My opinion. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who agree with me, but I know that's not your opinion.
Like, it's one of the better ones.
And at the time, I'm going to bring up The Last Jedi. It was The Last Jedi of its time. It was really disliked when it first came out.
It was.
Because they're like, oh, you can't have the heroes lose. You can't get rid of Han Solo. Who's this Yoda guy?
There are a lot of things in Star Wars that
Were questionable. Like,
he doesn't want to lead.
Hit him with a chair.
I know. What are you waiting for? Sheesh.
When all else fails,
Hit him
the
with
brass knucks.
Oh my goodness. What I really want to know.
Punch him in the face.
Now stuck in the middle.
He's not bleeding yet.
Pick him up and do it again.
God damn!
Just punch him in the kidney.
Seriously.
You picked him up, punched him in the kidney, and then punched him in the head.
Man, my team sucks.
Ow!
Oh, that was a liver punch. Oh, he didn't bleed from that. New weapon.
Oh my goodness. It's so weird. Okay.
Ring bell. Is it dying?
Yeah, it's dying.
Ring his bell.
Sorry.
Oh, he's fighting back. Oh, he can't do anything. How much is he? Oh, I was gonna say he has to get at least a third of it back home. Wow, look at that. He's still not bleeding.
His will to live shows me no respect. Is this the first blood match, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't pin him? Okay. Just making sure.
Because you want to, like...
Yeah, because what if I've been thinking it's like a first blood match this whole time?
And all you have to do is just pin him.
Yeah.
Man, he will not open up. Does your finish doesn't open him up, huh?
The other count device?
You don't have the event horizon anymore?
No! I gave myself submissions because I didn't think they'd do this to me.
You're gonna be here a while. Can you expose a turnbuckle? Not in this game, huh?
No.
Oh,
There we go! The knees! Or as Michael Cole would go, the knee! The knee! Who knew all it took was a flatliner and a well-placed knee to the temple?
Apparently the game knew. Yeah, I made a man bleed!
I killed a man today!
After they brought you back as Robo Dragon.
Yep.
They gave you got 5 finishes out of that?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you use them on?
Choking him! And draining his stamina. What else was I going to use him on?
Yeah, true. Because you couldn't win by submission. Get out of here, Moth. Go to the light. You're attracted to the light. So when you come back, when we come back.
Den.
Bye, everyone. Bye. From the world of tomorrow.
You did that wrong.
I know, I'm sorry.